And we're live from Saturday night. Wait, no.
Well, we are not. We are not infringing on copyright first thing.
We are live Thursday night because we are a little late on this episode, as seems to be the trend for season 2, isn't it? I mean, as you can tell, we're not doing too hot. We don't look too hot today, don't we? I would say it's because
we are looking hella scuffed.
I would say it's because we're ill, but it's because we've been playing Marvel Rivals.
Which that instantly, I didn't even have stubble yesterday, and it grew in today while playing Venom.
I actually shaved last night, and it's all back now.
He fully shaved. You guys missed that.
Yeah,
entirely shaved.
Entirely shaved.
It was like that one movie with Steve Carell where he becomes Jesus.
You've seen Evan Almighty? Ripping a wet fart directly into the mic. You injected so much acid into your penis. To my information, they really did just shoot Joe Keery on set.
Shame on you.
He ripped one, and it sounded good. But anyway, title drop.
If he wants to run a train on me, he can't.
Gotta be at least bisexual.
I picture her as a black woman.
Not even I've seen
watched
Evan
it after
Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Huh?
I hate watched it after Bruce Almighty.
Did you not like Bruce Almighty?
Bruce Almighty is one of my least favorite movies of all time.
What? Bruce Almighty's a banger.
It probably is my least favorite. No, that'd be disrespectful to Madam Web. But it's my second least favorite movie of all time.
What's wrong with Bruce Almighty?
Nothing in particular, but I watched it on the worst day ever.
Oh.
I was in the hospital. My leg was on fire.
Oh, it's not the wedding. Okay. You know, it's really funny. I pulled up the reviews for Bruce Almighty, and one of the top reviews is by Frames of Nick, 5 stars. This might be actually the best movie ever made.
You see, he's so wrong, because no other movie has made me throw up 3 times during it.
Are you sure that wasn't just the fact that you were just getting out of surgery?
No. It was getting out of surgery in the pills, but, I was also just repulsed by how bad that movie is.
I hate to break it to you, Mateo. It's got a 3.3 out of 5 on Letterboxd with 1.1k reviews.
Yeah, and the Mario movie has a higher rating.
The Mario movie has a higher rating than the Angry Birds movie, which is insanity. Are you kidding me? Diary of a Wimpy Kid film is in the 1 million? In the 1 million watched club? That's crazy. Almost as crazy as some celebrity deaths. I was about to talk about that, but I remembered we're doing a podcast here. We had 2 very, very sad deaths this past week. The first one, probably the one that they care less about, Sam Neill. He's known for his leading role in the Jurassic Park films, specifically 1, 3, and technically Rebirth?
Yeah, the ones where he's in it.
Technically Jurassic World Rebirth? No, not Rebirth. Jurassic
World.
He's
the main guy. He's the main dude. He's the guy who takes off his sunglasses and goes.
He goes.
When he sees the
he's Dr.
I don't
Grant.
know what dinosaur it is.
The Brachiosaurus. He's Dr. Grant.
Mm-hmm.
He's also played a couple of other big things. He's also the actor Odin in Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder. He's also in Possession. He's in Event Horizon as, I think, the main villain. I'm correct. He is the main villain of Event Horizon. Event Horizon is an incredible movie, by the way. Great movie. Yeah, he passed.
Is my nose really shiny to you?
Mateo, there are more important things to talk about right now.
Look at my shiny nose.
It is fairly shiny.
Glistening. It's glistening in the light.
Well, okay, Rudolph. No need to brag. He passed away 3 days ago on July 16th. It's going to probably be 4 days if I get this out tomorrow. But yeah, unfortunate death. Almost as sad. Not comparing here, but almost as sad as the death of Bonnie Tyler. Now, some of you may know Bonnie Tyler, some of you may not. She's only ever made Holding Out for a Hero, Total Eclipse of the Heart, If You Were a Woman, Have You Seen the Rain,
I have no clue who this is. I only know one Bonnie.
We're not talking about your Bonnie plushie on a segment about celebrity deaths, especially one as important as Bonnie Tyler. She's an icon of pop culture. She died July 8th. It's
You know what
very,
else is an icon
very
of
sad.
pop culture? Bonnie the Bunny.
I don't think we've ever had one respectful celebrity death segment on the podcast.
No, you
Most of them are people that I actually like too, like Josh Gad, like
Josh
like
Gad.
Catherine O'Hara.
You sick. Ooh. Let's calm down with the people who love Israel. All right.
Loved.
Anyways, tune in next week for the next one.
No. Okay. But
Working
anyway,
on Foxy
so
next.
Bonnie Tyler, Sam Neill passed this week. Two people who are embedded in the heart of pop culture, especially in the 90s. Very sad losses. Very sad losses. I think it's best we move on, though, or before we get too disrespectful, we do something inappropriate. Mateo, you want to talk about our next point, the diarrhea outbreak?
I actually don't know anything about this.
You don't know what
You just told me about
this.
this.
This is huge news. Okay, so,
But I can speak as a professional in pooping their own pants. I know one other celebrity who has done something similar recently, but I don't think we talked about that on the pod.
we did. Are you talking?
Did we? We did talk about Poopgate.
Yeah, Poopgate. I think so. Right? The one artist, the music artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
And I would say we're both professionals. We're experts in our field.
Okay, so anyway,
Experts in pooping in fields.
this week there was a huge outbreak in cyclosporiasis, cyclospora, the cyclospora virus, which basically causes, and this is word for word, aggressive, uncomfortable diarrhea. This is a serious topic, okay? People are losing their appetite.
This big old scandal came to light with this, where people found out that this was actually what they used to powder Taco Bell's nacho fries.
Is that what it was?
No!
Oh, okay. Because Taco Bell is involved.
It's funny.
No, because Taco Bell is involved in this controversy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, linked to the contaminated shredded iceberg lettuce distributed to Taco Bell locations. There's no way. Oh my god. Anyway, so
I can see the future.
This outbreak of cyclospora came out because our close friend of the podcast, RFK Jr., the head of the health department or whatever. What is he the head of? Health and safety or something? I don't remember the exact department. Okay, yeah. So he's the head of that, and it found out that he actually pulled like the watch list of like viruses and contaminants and stuff and parasites in food down to literally just 2. So, we had a very long list.
Thank God that we're letting the guy with brain worms run the health department of the United States.
Okay, yeah. So 1 year ago, Robert Kennedy CDC stopped tracking the the parasite. So they stopped tracking like all but 2 different parasites, and then go figure, a year later this happens. So
BT Dubs, you gotta cut out the thing I just said.
I'm not cutting that out. That was hilarious.
Diggity. It was funny.
Don't
It was
say
funny.
M-diggity.
But like, he's also my longest running friend. So
write
like
it down. 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
7 minutes.
Oh, I don't have my glasses on me. But yeah.
Where's my expo marker? God, I live in a mess.
So that's a funny little thing that happened this week. All caused due to RFK Jr.'s complete incompetence as the head of the CDC. Other than that, obviously we put this one first because it was funny to lead in from celebrity deaths to diarrhea. We're very lowbrow humor. That's the end of the lowbrow humor this episode. Mateo, do you want to talk about the next topic?
1 second, I'm writing down the thing.
How long does it take you to write down? Okay.
It's 7 minutes is all you can spare to play with me.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the next topic?
Coming from Flesh Bonnie. Yeah. So you guys may be familiar with this little-known horror franchise, Silent Hill. Yeah, pretty niche.
Pretty niche.
Pretty indie. Well, the guy who created the guy of Silent Hill, the big,
Pyramid Head. Whoa. He goes.
big
in Dead by Daylight.
old like kitchen knife, got that big triangle on his head.
Yeah.
That guy went on Twitter and was liking and like sharing posts and talking about Hatsune Miku. No, not Miku.
Sailor Moon.
It was Sailor Moon. I was close. Very, very adjacent. Saying Miku will get Nathan's attention now.
He's locked in.
Sailor Moon, Rule 34, AI goons.
Yeah.
Like absolute L goons.
I don't even remember how I stumbled across this news, but it is the funniest thing ever.
I saw it on Twitter.
It's not like he was like vague about it as well. He was very open.
He was real gung ho about this. I mean, I can't understate how excited he was to talk about
I want to see if I can. Okay.
gooning to AI Sailor Moon.
Okay, I'm just going to read out the tweet and obviously censor some things. Tried setting my phone's wall to a 5-second animated generated Eugoria of lewd Sailor Jupiter that I found online. The battery drains quickly than usual, but doesn't get so hot. Yes, Jupiter is my bias in Sailor Moon. He just openly admitted that his phone background is AI generated. Rule 34 of Sailor Jupiter.
It was just some real weird stuff going on.
It's so funny. It's so funny. That is almost the most shocking plot twist of this news cycle. Mattel, do you know anything? Do you know about Yorch Torch Games?
I don't know who that is.
So Yorch Torch Games is a very infamous online Twitter grifter. He's one of those guys who goes, he's like Grumps. He goes online and he says, oh, this game sucks because there's a black woman in the lead, or this sucks because there's gay, or something like that, He's one of those guys. Recently, he had a complete face turn. Now he's woke. That was not a reaction I was expecting.
What reaction did you want me to give? I'll give it.
He's woke now.
I don't know who this guy is, man.
He's a very, like I said, very infamous online grifter, video game grifter, like Grumps. He was like on Grumps' level of infamy online. Now I'm going to read off the tweet that he posted with his face turn.
I really want to say he's on the early stages of the trans pipeline.
That's a good joke.
Because I've seen this before. It's happened on Twitter so many times before. There's like this one guy
I've played
on
these
there
games
who is an infamous anti-trans, like right-wing grifter who would like go into like zero comments on something and like start fighting with them and calling them like slurs and stuff. Like 5 years down the line, woke trans woman on Twitter now.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I mean,
it happens. It happens.
I don't know how common it happens on Twitter, but I want to read the tweet that he put out. The problem with being anti-woke gaming creator, none of these people have good grammar, is the word anti itself. It's a reaction. This pushes you to immediately filter every game through a negative lens, which will only grow larger as you process more games, eventually destroying your love for the medium. It's okay to criticize aspects of what you don't like in games, but you cannot build an entire persona around outrage. It will consume you. Gaming is still filed with... Okay, damn it.
Filed.
13. Gaming is still filled with incredible games, talented developers, amazing technology, and unforgettable experiences. Don't let what you dislike blind you to everything that's worth celebrating. So he's had a full face turn. It's like the end of the DreamWorks movie when the villain joins in on the dance sequence,
Yeah, now the question is, will we ever get that with that one drunk movie guy who
Critical
everybody
drinker?
hates?
No, he
Yeah,
makes too much money.
no. I hope he just trips and falls into a mental hospital. I was gonna say something crueler, but
Well, the critical drinker.
I don't really hope for that. I mean, the guy needs to re-examine his life.
Well, the thing about the critical drinker is he's clearly does not care about the stuff he spills. He's just an idiot who
Like,
is,
he just doesn't actually watch the stuff.
no, he doesn't. He's made
I'm genuinely so confident that he looks up a YouTube video essay talking about it negatively, and goes, "Yep, that's my video. Copy and paste."
well, it's funny because he did make a movie himself and wrote a book, and they were both horrible, like actual trash, unwatchable garbage, which is hilarious. But nonetheless, that's the Yorch's woke situation. Mateo, you know what big news happened? You know what big update happened this week to a game that we all know and love?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure finally got vertical slabs.
Okay. First of all, you gotta stop saying balls. Second of all, Minecraft.
What's wrong with balls?
Arguably one of the biggest updates to the game's history. Mateo, say it with me now. 3, 2, 1.
What's wrong with saying balls?
Chairs. So they added
Cushions, actually.
Well, cushions, but you can. Yeah, they're basically chairs. They finally gave you an actual way to sit in things. No more pushing minecarts in the stairs. No more downloading mods. You place a little cushion and you can sit in it. This is absolutely insane. An immaculate thing happening in
They
there.
have ever coded this.
It took
It's a true miracle of modern art.
It took them 16 years, but they finally got chairs.
16 years to do something people modded in a decade and a half ago.
Yeah. But yeah, genuinely huge news. There's I think 30 color variants, and they're pixel based, so you can place them on top of at least at the moment, you can place them on top of a pressure plate, and it'll match the level. It'll be flush with the pressure plate, so you can get like different chair sizes and stuff. It's very interesting.
It really is pretty cool. That being said, how long until they take all the cool expression out of it?
I give it 2
I
weeks.
give them until the next
Snapshot.
Well, they'll do another snapshot before they send it to live. So next snapshot, all of it's going away.
Yeah, probably like they did with the cubes, the sulfur cubes.
Or like how they just straight up remove features that were in a previous snapshot.
Yeah, like the archaeology update.
Wow.
Which basically is coming back with this update, but that's not important because cushions.
I
Yeah.
love Microsoft.
But
Favorite
anyway.
gaming company of all time.
We're going to talk about a good gaming company that we all love, know, and love. A game that we have all become accustomed to in these past couple of years. Mateo, do you want to talk about the new Marvel Rivals season and all the big changes?
So Marvel Rivals is doing a pretty big shakeup this season. They entirely overhauled the team up system. Rather than needing, there's an anchor to a team up, they don't really get anything from it, and there's another person in the team up, and they're the only one that benefits. It was a pretty bad disincentive not to be the anchor, because you got less fun out of doing the team up.
Mm-hmm.
And if it didn't work out and you wanted to swap, you were the one who was screwing over the other guy. So they decided entire overhaul. Now you get to choose one team up, and there are multiple team ups on each character, 2 at the moment. You get to choose one of those, and you will have it the entire match. So like if it's a button to press to, turn on a ability or a cooldown for a few seconds, you'll have that available to you at any time during the match, whether or not you have the anchor for it or not. It's pretty cool. It's really upset the whole balance of the game, but I think it's a pretty necessary shakeup. A lot of old players are coming back to play it. And it's pretty cool because if you do get the other person on the team, they will still benefit from having their own separate anchor to whatever team up they pick. So on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get I've been running Venom all season because I like Venom a lot this season, and Dylan's been playing a little bit of Phoenix. Venom and Phoenix have a team up. If I don't have Phoenix on the team, I still get it, but with a Phoenix on the team, it gets buffed, so it's even better. But all of them do that. So even like old team ups that were kind of useless, like Planet X Pals, have been basically entirely reworked to be useful again.
Mhm.
You seem to have something you want to say.
I just want to give like a clear indicator of like a team up they know. The Gambit Rogue team up. It's
All right.
funny because they weren't there
I
for it.
already used an example for Planet X Pals, so
No, but like I
go
give a
screw yourself.
clear example of how it works. So while Rogue without a Gambit, you get the classic Gambit team
You
up.
are literally
You punch him in the
reiterating what I
face,
just
it heals
said.
them. You click on a button, it's on a 30-second cooldown. But with Gambit on the team, it's a permanent addition to Rogue's kit.
This is actually misleading because that is specific to that team up. Most team
that's
ups,
an
if you
idea
have the
of how
anchor,
it
don't
works.
give it to you permanently.
But that's an idea
like
of how
you'll
works.
have it
Gives you
throughout
a
the
big
entire
buff.
match, but it'll still have the cooldown.
But I
to
just
it.
explained it to them. I think they understand.
Well, I'm re-explaining it
On
because
top
you
of
explain
that,
it bad and I explain it good.
Added
This
Jubilee. They added Jubilation Lee to Marvel Rivals. Dumbest name
It's a
ever.
real name.
Dumbest name ever. Jubilation Lee. Jubilee.
Legal name. Yep.
Everybody who plays Jubilee is terrible at the game. Horrible, awful, garbage players. Never once have had a useful Jubes.
But they're really easy to dive.
They are really easy to dive, and also, she looks exactly like Luna Snow. But that's pretty much it with the update. They had a huge overhaul to some balance, character balance. Invisible Woman and Gambit were both weak for 2 days, and then got buffed. Ultron was slightly decent. Ultron was slightly... It wasn't even 2 days.
Ultron
It
was
one
really
day.
good. Ultron really was good.
Yeah, but not like...
The problem is, you know, when Ultron's good, everybody just hates you.
Well, the problem is, Ultron was really good and got nerfed immediately. Invisible Woman and Gambit were really good and didn't get nerfed until they did, and then they rebuffed them.
Dylan, there's a clear explanation to this. And it's that people buy Gunnar skins.
Exactly. There's actually more Invisible Woman chromas, which, you know, like the recolors you get with legendary skins, than there are skins in the entire Fantastic Four. Johnny, Reed, and Think combined have less skins than Invisible Woman has recolors.
They hate to see a Thing main win.
They do. They hate to put a big man down or whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Nothing else super substantial. Black Widow got reworked. She still sucks. All of her mains hate her. Oh, you did?
Yeah, so well, I just said it like fast.
Oh,
but yeah, Black Widow got reworked. She's a better character now, but she's just not
it's like
at all like the same character that she used to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's sort of like, I think it is a unappealing change to any person that likes playing Black Widow. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to rework a character, you got to rework it in favor of the people who want to play the character. I'm not saying you have to make her super busted, but like making it an entirely different character that appeals to a general audience that may not even want to play Black Widow is kind of dumb. Kind of like super dumb. So I'm pretty anti the rework. I'm pretty negative on it. Even if it's like fine. It's fine. It's a DMR. It's Ash Overwatch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But
people were mocking Zaza stack for disliking it. Rightfully so.
So people were making a good point on Twitter about this, which is Zaza stack has been like complaining about it since, because she's a very high rank Widow main.
Yeah.
One of the better ones in the world. It's true, believe it or not.
0 times 10 is still 0.
But she was complaining about this, and it's like, who is this for? Why would you do this, NetEase? And I saw a really good repost of it, where it's like, this happened because of you. You are the fault. You are the reason this happened. The reason
so
Widow was
true.
nerfed is because you threw so bad in a tournament, NetEase had to change the stigma around the character.
That's actually so true,
It's
though.
like-
It's embarrassingly
it's like-
true.
Even if they would have wanted to rework Widow before, Widow had never gotten more flack than after that tournament.
Mm-mm.
So like, she single-handedly changed the fate of her own character by astronomically throwing.
Exactly. It's so funny, man. It's honestly kind of poetic in a really hilarious way. Because she deserves it. She deserves to have her favorite character gutted and reworked into something she can't love.
Captain America.
They ruined him. He's actually fine, but it's still less. It's like
He actually still feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
he's fine. I just there's a lot less skill expression now with him. Speaking of lack of skill expression,
I don't think there's
Pokemon.
less skill expression.
Huh?
I do think he's weaker.
No, he's got less.
I
Skill
do think he's
expression.
weaker, but I wouldn't say he's got less skill. I'd say actually having way higher damage is less skill expression.
No, because that's not. Well, the thing about the team up was a very skill or not team up. His original animation cancel was pretty skillful. Like you had to know when to cancel it properly, else you just wouldn't
Yeah,
get a
but
hit.
he's still got the animation cancel, but it's
completely different.
It's just on the melee.
Yeah, but
So
you
like
don't, you don't
you're still
understand the
basically doing the
difference.
same thing. No, I get the difference.
No,
I,
it's a very
but
different
like,
thing.
I get the difference.
Do you?
Yes, because there's a certain timing to it. But I don't disagree that it took away some skill expression, but I don't think it drastically reduced it in a sense. It's just it more so required Captain America mains to shift where their skill expression was from less technical skill expression and less mechanical skill expression to more positional.
Sure. Yes.
But I already think he's one of the most positionally difficult tanks in the game.
Yeah.
If not one of the most positionally difficult
I guess. Well, anyway.
characters in the game.
Anyway, Mateo, are you done victim blaming now?
I wanted to do things, but I'm not going to. Anyways, Pokemon.
Nathan, stay with us. It's
Nathan,
very short.
Your favorite section.
Just
Your
stay
favorite
with it.
section.
It's short.
We're gonna
It's short,
breeze
we
through
promise.
it. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna. Don't worry, Nathan. Don't worry.
Are you gonna like jangle keys?
Hold on just a second.
Are you gonna like pull up a picture of Hatsune Miku to keep him interested?
We've got 1 minute to talk about it.
Okay, quickly,
Anyways,
quickly.
Some leaks for Wind and Waves. They alleged leaks are saying there are 300 new Pokemon in Wind and Waves. That it's going to be the largest regional Pokédex ever
300 new
of original
Pokemon?
Pokemon. So the caveat to this is some of those are going to be gimmick forms, some of those are going to be regional variants, some of those are going to be
Megas.
megas and fakes.
Yeah.
So like not truly original Pokemon.
But like that's still twice as much as the biggest.
And then some of
Pokemon.
those might also include
biggest
previous
Pokemon.
lines getting new evolutions. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be all. So like it would probably be you're getting another Meowth. Anyways,
getting another
it
Meowth,
also
3
could just
more
entirely
Eevees,
be fake.
6 more Pikachu's. But yeah, no,
So
it's a leak.
I wouldn't mind more Eevees for new variations. Anyways, that's
I
enough
wanna
Pokemon
bang
news.
Lopunny.
Enough
So
Pokemon
that's
news.
it for that piece of news. SCP VHS film. We talked about a couple pieces of news last week. There was the Siren Head film being helmed by Zach Krieger, and then the Mandel Catalog film being produced by Steven Spielberg. VHS, very popular horror franchise, basically an anthology of films that are in an analog format. Is getting an SCP film coming later, I think 2028. So they're going to keep doing with the internet horror thing. I appreciate it. I'm down for it. There's some good internet horror that should be adapted. On top of that, huge news coming out of left field from Paramount. A brand new Nightmare on Elm Street film is finally in the works after 15 years of the pizza-faced pedophile
I
being
do
off my
think it's
silver
funny
screen.
though. Paramount was originally pitched Nightmare before it went to New Line for its original release. They went to Paramount. Paramount turned them down. They went to Disney. They almost did it with Disney, but they ended up turning Disney down because they wanted to make it PG-13. So they went to New Line. But it's funny. It's returning to the original guy they offered it to.
Yeah, that's
Original company they offered it to. I think it's kind
Uh,
of quaint.
I'm trying to look up a new Nightmare on Elm Street film, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare keeps coming up.
Yeah, that's the problem with naming it New Nightmare. They really kind of shafted us on that.
Yeah, it is very funny. I guarantee you though they're gonna cut out the pedophile stuff because of Paramount.
But the pedophile stuff was like the part Wes Craven himself removed the pedophile stuff.
No, he didn't
From
remove
the
it. He
original
made
Nightmare.
it more subtle because that's the whole point. It's supposed to be a subtlety.
He has specifically said in interviews that he intentionally chose not to include it because he decided it was just it made Freddy too disgusting in like a negative way, in like a
However,
I
his
can't enjoy this
status
movie
as a sexual predator heavily exists in subtext. It's a subtle addition to his character made to make him more
sure
evil.
he was written in that way, but it was deliberately chosen to be omitted, which is why it's such a bad decision that the remake was like, let's have him find a picture of a naked little girl.
Yeah, that is. They definitely pushed it with the remake. I mean, no arguing that.
All I'm saying is it didn't have to be said.
You're right.
The parents lynched this guy. And, like, you're also supposed to have, like, a little bit of fun with Freddy. So, like,
Okay,
being
shouldn't
like,
word it like that.
well, yeah, no, sorry. Don't want those kids to have fun with Freddy. But, I don't know, it was also a very different cinematic landscape at both times of the movies. I think if they wanted to do a serious thing where Freddy's, like, a confirmed Pedro, now,
Pascal.
they probably could.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, New Nightmare film. That's the gist of it.
Wes Craven's new Nightmare.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Anyway, more big pieces of news about the Warner Paramount merger. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up. I can't find it exactly, so I'm just going to look at this article. But
yeah, I actually also want to pull that up.
so the Warner Paramount merger, we talked about it for a little bit. It's currently put on delay because of a lawsuit. Now, the lawsuit was started by a Paramount shareholder and is officially backed by 12 different states. 12 states are trying to prevent this merger from happening due to the fact that it causes an obvious monopoly.
I mean, it's a pretty big deal for Warner and Paramount to merge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's also quite a bit of, I want to say, like a conflict of interest, because it's let me just read off some of the intellectual properties that would be combined under this portfolio.
Yeah.
The entire DC universe. Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Top Gun, and SpongeBob.
That's all just Warner Brothers, by
Keep
the way.
in mind, I believe
That's
Paramount
a lie.
already owns the Hulk.
No, that's Universal.
Oh, you're right.
It'd be crazy
Let's
if we
see.
somehow managed to get a Hulk in the DCU, though.
But it does own Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's like a pretty big deal. There's already only like I'd say 5 big media companies that output stuff very consistently. But it's really like it's really a very bad deal for anybody who actually likes any of these properties.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, actually, let me backstep that. It's horrible. It would be horrible if the deal went through. I legitimately think it would have been. Yeah.
They would control 30% of the wide release blockbuster market.
Yeah, that is a horrible, horrible amount of things. It's a terrible. We've talked about it before. It's a horrible lawsuit. I do want to mention the 12 states that are currently backing the lawsuit against Paramount. Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, and Washington, and California. But yeah, So 12 states, 12 of the, how many states do we have? Like 12? We move on to the next piece of news.
You disgust me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, something that you didn't mention is they're actually trying to bypass the blocking of it by
Yes.
essentially selling the different chunks of it at a time. So Warner Brothers is trying to sell smaller pieces of it until it's a shadow company under Paramount. So it's like some really corporate sneaky stuff. And sorry, what's the government branch that exists to, is it the FTC?
The FCC. Federal Communications Commission.
No. Communications Commission does more specific stuff. The FTC is the one that will block mergers.
Oh. Federal Trade Commission.
Yeah. And I want to say in 2025 we had the best FTC commissioner ever in the history of ever, Lena Khan. Single-handedly my favorite politician ever to exist. And I don't like politics, but she blocked several mergers. She broke up several companies. She helped make living wages for people and guarantee certain contracts. She did a very good job, and Donald Trump fired her at the beginning of his term.
Mm-hmm. Which comes into another question with the merger, if it's being forcefully backed by the president due to his close ties with Paramount and a lot of the shareholders within it. And
investment in, I believe he does have stuff invested in, I want to say, Paramount.
Let me
but essentially, the government's basically rolling over and letting this happen. And this is after they fire the only person in the government who actually would do something about stopping this. So, thanks guys.
He does. He has 15,000 stocks in, or $15,000 worth of stocks in Paramount, and then 50,000 in Skydance.
Hold up.
Oh no,
15,000 in Paramount.
Wait, no. Sorry, it's somewhere between $15,000 and $50,000 worth of stock in Paramount Skydance.
All right, if he has 15,000, that is $500,000 in stock.
So he has a bare minimum.
Paramount.
A bare minimum $15,000 worth of stocks.
So, yeah. So, like, the one person that we had that would have stopped this on, like, a government level is no longer there.
Mm-hmm. So, there's a high chance it can go through. I hope to God somebody stops it, but seeing as how
it's
so many so much has been defaced recently, they probably won't.
The thing is, the national government has already signed off on it. They already gave it the green light. They were like, go ahead. And it's the individual states that are suing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
It's the individual states and then the WGA.
The WGA. But anyway,
it's just WEA.
I think that's pretty much the gist of the topic, right? The gist of it. We've talked about it. Yeah. So pretty bad stuff going on over there. A lot of shady business practices. Basically what you'd expect from the current administration and the current state of
multi-million-dollar company.
Multi-billion-dollar.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Sorry, multi-billion-dollar. I forget. It's being sold for $111 billion.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of so shockingly cheap to acquire Warner Bros. At.
No, they were going for 90.
Yeah, just mean in general.
Well,
to get control over 30% of the total market.
Well, you got to remember, Warner Brothers Discovery is beyond broke. Their net worth is only 60 billion.
They're drowning slowly. But like, I would have thought there'd be more competition over that, or over it. I mean, they control a good share of media.
Yeah, they just don't use it, which is, DCEU, anyone? But yeah. So that's that situation. Bad news. Big bad news.
DCAU?
But we got even worse news to talk about here, Mateo. Would you like to talk about the LARPiplier? Or LARPiplier, the Techno LARP situation?
LARPiplier is ridiculous work.
That is an actual person. There's an actual LARPiplier out there as well.
I'm sure there is. Anyways, so as we mentioned I want to say a few weeks back, I think we did mention it. There was sort of like this trend of, young YouTubers LARPing as their favorite creators. So there's like Moist Critical or like LARP Critical or something. And then, LARPiplier, and like it's just these guys doing impressions and doing full videos acting like these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it was sort of like it was a fun little, trend. And then one guy had to come along and ruin it all. One guy had to just come and be like, you know what? Couldn't have picked Too Mad.
How would you even do that? Too LARP mad? Cupcake LARPing?
Too mad to LARP. LARPing is ball in Overwatch. Anyways. This guy basically created a channel called Techno LARP, where he is acting as Technoblade, which it's just like a little bit distasteful, and I think most people would agree that it's just like it's not like, come on, man. Like, his dad's pretty active on the internet and will like comment on stuff regarding his son a lot. He did. But we're not there yet.
You're right.
But that alone, it's distasteful. That alone is not enough to sort of push the situation over the edge like it did get. What happened is he made a collaboration video with the YouTuber Skeppy, who was a good friend of Technoblade. In like a very distasteful way. He was like acting as Technoblade in, Skeppy was calling him Techno like in the video, and it's just like, that's not cool.
Yeah,
now you've stepped into a realm of like, this isn't just uncomfortable anymore. It's not super moral.
And I want to say,
you don't pretend to be
Yeah.
You just don't pretend to be a dead guy and then go hang out with his friends under his identity.
I will say, though, I say Skeppy is way more in the wrong than Techno LARP is for this.
So I have wanted to talk about this because I've seen so many people throwing shade at Techno LARP for this. And like, I don't like the guy. I think because there's another part of this that I want to get into later. But nobody's throwing enough shade at Skeppy for this.
I agree.
Because you should have shut this down. I get it. He was your friend. Maybe you feel entitled to be able to make that decision whether you feel comfortable or uncomfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, it's just not a good thing to do. It's not cool. It's not chill.
No.
If he can't see this, at least you should be able to. I will say it in probably a very mean way, which is, you are mocking your dead friend posthumously, whether you intended to or not. Like, you're parading around with, a guy pretending to be him and like making money and content off of that. And I just don't think that is cool. I think that is really messed up.
I agree.
And I think it's really messed up that like, his dad too. Like, this isn't like a random online friend or guy that you knew. Like, this was your friend. Or at least I'm under the assumption that he was your friend, but maybe not, because I wouldn't do this with, any of you guys.
I would do it with you. I would have somebody parade around as you if you died.
But I'd give you permission.
Yeah.
I'm donating different parts of my body to you guys when I die.
I can't.
Well, less donating. More like going to the black market and having them saw me up and send me in a box to you.
Dude, I almost said a really bad joke. It was a funny joke, but it was a pretty bad one. Yeah, I also want to add on top of the Skeppy thing. all of every single one of Technoblade's other online friends, like people he's met in real life, like Tommy Innit or whatever, disavowed both TechnoLARP's existence and Skeppy for this. They did
it's
not
not
agree.
cool. It's not an all right thing to do.
Yeah, but that's
I mean, I can't stress enough. Like, this is not moral.
No, but then, Mateo, do you want to talk about the big problem?
So
The elephant
I don't
in
know
the
if
room?
this is the same big problem, but or actually, sorry, there's two more things I want to talk about. Anyways,
Okay.
because there's the part with Technodad, and then there's the part with the donations.
Right. Talk about the donations first. We'll get the Techno deadline.
No, actually, I think we should get into the personal stuff first, and then we'll talk about the financials.
Okay.
So, when Techno Larper was making his channel, he did ask Technodad for permission, which is what he should have done.
Mhm.
Sorta. Because he should have never done the channel. He should have thought, man, I should really ask this dead guy's dad if I can, pretend to be his son online.
Very.
Sorry, just like sit on that.
I don't.
How
need to.
unhinged does that
I
sound?
have sat on it. It's weird.
Like I just like it, verbalizing it was like, that is just ridiculous. Can I pretend to be your dead son online? Is baffling. Hit me with the true, honest, like disgusting baffler.
It's gross.
And Technodad's a very nice guy.
Lovely
So
dude.
he's not gonna tell this guy no. But he very clearly is not happy with this. So he just tells him, I don't know how to feel about this. And he tells people online, I don't know how to feel about this.
Mhm.
And he just doesn't want to respond to it. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that he's pretending to be this guy's dead son.
Have you seen how it finished up? Because this whole situation's wrapped up now. Did you see how they wrapped up?
I saw the end result of what happened to the TechnoLARP channel.
So eventually, like 2-3 days ago, thanks to Slop Life for this information.
Well, let's not talk about the conclusion yet. I do want to get into
So I want to talk about the dad last. Fine, talk about it. Talk about the donations, the financials, the financier.
Now, there was also a little bit of a scandal going on about this. So when the internet found out, and they found out that Technodad did not really give his approval, but didn't say like no, and the guy like just took that as his answer and was like, "Oh, well, I didn't say no." But TechnoLARPer basically said that, hey, all the money I make is gonna go to charity. Didn't specify what charity. And as it would turn out, he lied about that. Apparently, he has claimed since that actually the channel isn't monetized, and any donations I get from Twitch for TechnoLARP are what are actually going to charity. Except that was also only a half-truth, because he has two separate donation links, one for charity and one for specifically him. Except he doesn't turn off the Technoblade thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you understand how it's a little misleading to say in your YouTube description, all my profits go to charity. And then it's like, oh, well, I actually don't make any profits off the videos. And, all my Twitch donations go to charity. And you go, oh, well, actually, I've got two separate links. One for the charity. So, like, that's not all your money you're making. So, like, well, this is even true. Well, it's even true that the videos aren't monetized or not, which I don't know. I'm working under the assumption that they are not monetized.
I don't think there's a way to check, unless you have that specific.
There might be, or
that
he might have
plugin.
released proof. But I don't know personally. But like, come on. People are already thinking you're kind of being like immoral guy, so you go and lie about like whether you're making a profit off of this or not, which I'm assuming he is, because there's not a good reason to keep doing this. Like, I think most other people who are doing it aren't so. I mean, obviously they're in it to make a career or something, but also they do it to get the attention of their favorite YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
like Critical LARPer obviously was doing it to get Moist Critical's attention on it. Except you can't really get Technoblade's attention. Sorry, and you already contacted his dad, so you know you have that. So what are you doing here, man? Anyways,
yeah.
now we can talk about the conclusion, because the saga has since been somewhat concluded, not without a few hurt feelings.
So it's fair. It's honestly a pretty simple conclusion, all things considered. Technolarp, he said, plain and clear from day one, if Technodad wants me to stop, I'll stop. He said he wanted him to stop eventually. After a couple days of deliberation, he was just trying to obviously work up or find a way to say it nicely. He told him to stop, and he did stop. And he's currently in the process of reworking his channel into something original, which is still a problem if you ask me, because he's still
he's going back to his original name. He's already it was a different channel before.
Was it? I thought it was a new channel.
Changed it to Technolarper? I don't believe so.
I'm actually curious. I'll check this out.
But I saw a tweet by him or something. Might have been like a YouTube post.
Yeah.
But Dylan's absolutely right where this is still a problem, because you still use the other guy's name to get all your attention towards your channel.
So the channel was opened on June 2nd of this year. So yeah. He also has since removed all of the videos that he made as Technolarp on the channel. Name's still Technolarp though. Probably because of YouTube.
Yeah, I think he said that he was changing it back to it.
He is.
Old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you are you're already taking what I'm guessing 500,000 subscribers. No, I'm gonna guess 200K subscribers.
200K, yeah. 213 on the dot.
Ooh, I'm actually so hot for that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But you're taking those subscribers that subscribe to you because they, I don't know, liked that you were pretending to be a creator that's dead that they really enjoyed.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyone who followed the dude was kind of weird, but it is kind of scummy that he's taking all these people who followed him for imitating a dead person. And first of all, identity theft is not a joke, Jim. And second of all, it's just weird. It's just you amass this whole community of people who are like, oh, this guy is pretending to be Technoblade. It's weird. It's uncomfortable, and yeah.
All right, bro, I get it, but just go watch the Potato Wars.
It's like
again, you can rewatch Technoblade stuff.
If I had $1 for every YouTube channel that did something involving Technoblade in a very scummy way in the past 2 months, I would have $2.
What was the other one?
Well, Watch Mojo.
Oh, that's right.
But it's like if a guy came out and started doing Etika LARPing. You remember Etika? He was the huge Smash guy who took his life a few 10 years back, or no, not 10 years back. Yeah, before COVID. It's like if somebody did that, right? And then they amassed a fan base and they got flack for it, and they're like, okay, I'm done doing this, but they kept their fan base. It's weird. It's a very disrespectful, weird thing.
It's a strange thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't really think you should make your career off of using dead guy's name and yeah. Full pivot, guys.
It's funny, though.
I think minimum due diligence is just start fresh with a channel.
Yeah.
You can make a post saying hey guys, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. I don't approve of myself doing this, and I'm deeply ashamed. Anyways, if you are still interested in content made by me, not like this, then you can follow here.
I will say, though,
and that is slightly more moral.
If you think about it, he's kind of like Ghostface in a way. Took the iconography of a dead guy without their permission and kept it going.
Kind of like AI too.
Indeed. Speaking of cancer.
Speaking of artificial intelligence, look at this guy's transition.
Okay, so I'm going to go over this one quickly because it's a big piece of news, but not a whole lot's happened with it yet. Ozempic is a product that's been mocked recently, or that came out. It's a very recent product. It's something that is it's a weight loss thing. You inject yourself with some Ozempic and it makes you a little thinner.
Oh my goodness, I've been mistaken this whole time.
I can't tell if that's
I
a
thought it
joke.
was
or
for
not.
gaining weight.
They don't know what Ozempic is. This was before. This was after they left, really.
No,
I mean, maybe
it
they
wasn't.
did.
It was what? It was not after they left.
I'm
They
pretty
were
sure it
here
was.
for the Ozempic thing. Look up the South Park movie.
Anyway, Ozempic, we all know it. We all love it. Is being sued for
you know
by
it, right?
I think or maybe $11 million. Let me double check what the amount was.
Yeah. I remember when you started taking Ozempic, Dylan.
It's called pneumonia. I'm trying to find where there's like
I remember. I was there too.
I remember.
Was that Mater? Was that supposed to be Mater?
So $2 billion is currently facing a $2 billion lawsuit for causing, once again, twice this episode, aggressive thyroid cancer. Which
I love when they use aggressive for stuff.
I
Just
keep,
imagine it's like your thyroid's just really mad at you and decides, you know what, I'm gonna kill myself.
see my mom was like telling me about one of her like cousins or relatives that was treated not so well as a kid in a very unlawful way, but she used the word vicious to describe it, and you can't just pull out vicious to describe something serious, in my opinion.
Well, no, I feel like vicious is a good way of. I mean, sorry, I guess I'd go violent over vicious. Really.
Yeah, no, because it's like the Bobby Lee thing. You can't say I was brutally molested by was it an autistic Asian man? You know the Bobby Lee clip. Everybody knows the Bobby. I was brutally molested every day of the summer. You can't add descriptive words in such a manner to something serious because it's just going to be funny, especially if it comes out of nowhere. But nonetheless,
I can't. Dylan, are you a psychopath?
Nonetheless, there's a lot of other things with this lawsuit. It's also causing gastrointestinal issues.
Don't look at the skin luggage in my closet.
Oh, are you dumb? I would never make skin out of luggage. Have you ever thought about the smell, Mateo? Do you think about the smell?
I'm gonna make a nice handbag with your forearm.
Okay, well, anyway, and vision loss. So, a lot of problems with Ozempic. Currently being sued for $2 billion. Very simple.
And vision loss. I'm certainly trying.
This just started. This is a very recent thing. So obviously, not a lot of progress has developed on this case, but it is happening. Speaking of happening, the Olive Garden Battle Pass, baby. Mateo's happy about this. He's Italian.
Oh yeah. Me when I use my breadsticks as Fortnite currency to buy the new Olive Garden Battle Pass.
But so it's the Olive Garden Never Ending Pasta Pass, which gives you 13 straight weeks of endless soup, salad, and breadsticks. You can come in whenever you want. There's no limit. 13 straight weeks for $100. And that's pretty much it. What do you got that stink eye for?
I'm just trying to see how much it is.
It's $100. I just said it was $100.
That's actually so awesome. I mean, do you not think that is a mythic level deal?
It is a mythic level deal. It is.
Oh, but the promotion isn't available.
It's
They're gonna get rid of it?
Oh. Just like previous promotions, the pasta passes are limited. For a chance to buy one, fans are instructed to visit pastapass.com on Thursday, July 16th at 2 p.m. ET and click the Buy Now button. So it was a limited event. Oh my gosh. So there's only 10,000 passes. That's crazy. So everyone's already got their pasta pass. We missed out, man. Your mic cutting out made it so much better. So yeah, that's the Olive Garden Battle Pass. Pretty funny news. Pretty big news. Yeah.
This is my personal 9/11. I don't even like Olive Garden that much.
I don't
But
either.
that is a crazy good amount of
It-
food you could get.
13 weeks of free food, essentially. I mean, it's like $100 and you get free food for 30.
I would go there every day after work.
No,
Now
legit-
let's just hope Chili's is inspired by this.
I have an Olive Garden in the lot that I
back
work
support.
at. So
Like a Chili's.
I could literally walk up to the Olive Garden, hand over my pass, and get like free endless breadsticks and soup for everyone I work with. It'd be crazy. I'd be the guy.
Well, they probably wouldn't let you. Sorry, the caveat would be they probably wouldn't let you order past a certain amount.
You cops.
You probably couldn't bring stuff for everybody.
Are you a cop, Mateo?
But I would go there every day after work.
I would
that actually
too.
sounds mythic.
I would as well. Anyway, moving on though. We got just 3 more topics for you. 2 of them are pretty similar in premise. But
You can't take to-go orders, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, important news aside, let's get to some lesser news. Xbox recently took a very unfortunate L with the 3,200 layoffs to come in the next fiscal year. That being said, though, their W's keep on. So Xbox came out to say they're updating the way their digital licensing works. This is obviously off the back of the PlayStation licensing stuff. They confirmed that if you buy a physical copy of a game, you can download that game and get a permanent digital license, which means you get the game, you put the disc in, you download the game, you take the disc out, and you can play the game whenever you want. So theoretically speaking, you could pass around like the town floozy, and all of your friends could have the game for free. Are you okay, dude? What the hell is happening with your face? Oh, I think he crashed. Mateo?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm still here.
oh my god, dude, that was crazy.
I somehow managed to like turn my face off expression wise.
No, that was
You still make like these micro expressions, but I managed to like my face was going numb. I see. You can just tell when it happens, right? Because otherwise,
sorry, I tried to hold it, but you doing it again made it so funny to me. Anyway, but yeah, so Xbox.
well, no, like there were times when you were reacting to it, and I wanted to giggle, and like I did, I cracked a smile, except it didn't translate to my face.
That's crazy. But yeah, so Xbox is doing the permanent digital licensing thing, which I think is an absolutely immaculate decision. Very good choice. Very good choice, especially coming off of all those layoffs. It's a good thing. Or not the layoffs, but the change to digital licensing. Unlike Xbox, Sony keeps taking L's. Mateo, do you want to talk about the Sony thing?
I actually don't know this one.
Yeah, it's just that they're making AI a priority. Sony has confirmed.
All right, well, let's move on from that then, because nobody. I mean, we've done too many episodes and topics just in general about AI. I think we're all sick of AI, except for George Lucas, who loves AI.
That was good. That was good. Talk about it.
Anyways, George Lucas earlier this week, just like unprompted, came out and said, "Yeah, I think AI is a good thing. You know, it'll make making movies way easier, making films way easier." And something I've actually seen quoted a lot was a conversation between Luke and Yoda, which is the dark side stronger? No. And Luke's asking that, and Yoda says, no. Faster, easier, more seductive, yes. You are going to the dark side, George Lucas. You also haven't made a movie in a decade, and you sold your own company to Satan. So
has he really not made a movie in a decade?
I don't know. I think the last one was Strange Magic, but I might be wrong. Which that movie was cheeks.
He didn't even make Strange Magic.
Lucasfilms did.
Yeah, but that's not him. The last movie he made was legitimately Revenge of the Sith. That was the last film he directed.
Yeah. Wow. Sorry, 2 decades.
Weirdly,
So like,
did he not direct
you're washed.
Empire?
You're washed, bro.
Wait, who wrote Empire? Or who
You
directed
did
Empire? No, he didn't. Apparently, he didn't direct it. What?
Oh.
He didn't even write it.
Am I finally getting a reasoning to hate George Lucas? Yeah, baby.
Well, he wrote the original. He wrote the prequels, or he directed the original, the prequels. He wrote Return of the Jedi, the prequels. Who did Empire?
Empire was directed by Irvin Kershner, and the screenplay wasn't even written by George Lucas. It was written by Lee Brackett and Lawrence Kasdan. With the original story by George Lucas, but not written by him.
So Lawrence Kasdan also wrote Lost Ark, The Force Awakens, and Solo, and Return of the Jedi. He co-wrote Return of the Jedi, and then Lee Brackett only hasn't. Empire Strikes Back was the only thing he did, the last thing that he wrote. But Irving Kershner is everybody knows the Kershners. The Kershners are big I think. Oh no, maybe it's just Ivan Kershner. I thought the Kershners were more than just. I don't know. But yeah, Ivan Kershner did RoboCop 2, and that's crazy. This is like, what?
Now, if I had a nickel for beloved storytellers who've had a flip turn in the past year into being weird grifters, I'd have 2 nickels, because that's Stephen King and George Lucas.
Do you know
And Neil
Empire
Gaiman
Strikes
was a
Back
few
is
years ago.
ranked 64 on the Letterboxd Top 500?
Really?
Yeah.
That's too high for that movie.
It's right in front of Across the Spider-Verse, which is also way too high.
Like the Star Wars movies. very
Across
much.
the Spider-Verse and Into
I'll
the
say it.
Spider-Verse are above Perfect Blue, Good Will Hunting. Dune Part 2 is on 88. That's crazy. Old Boy, Inglourious Bastards, One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I think I said that weird, but it doesn't matter. Amadeus, The Thing. Why is Chainsaw Man at 108?
So, by the way, he did direct the last movie he directed, not live action, no, was Strange Magic. He did do Strange Magic.
Oh, really? It didn't pop up when I pulled them up on Letterboxd. Directed?
That's what I'm seeing but on his own personal page.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, with director.
No, it was
Steven
directed
Seagal-
by
or
Gary
as-
Wrightstrom.
Oh yeah. Sorry, wait. I'm confused.
He
'Cause he's got
produced
his
it?
own.
He did the story.
He returned to directing with the Star Wars preview.
He
He last collaborated.
he
So I guess he collaborated with Strange Strange Magic.
he concocted the story, and he's also an executive producer.
Or sorry, he did the story for it
Yeah,
while
but he
not
didn't
doing the screenplay.
Didn't even write it. Yeah.
But no, if he wrote the story, he basically wrote the screenplay. Was probably just them doing the dialogue.
Why is the
But
top
by the way, that
review?
movie is the biggest like fart in my mouth I've ever had while watching a movie.
The top review for the film is 4.5 or 4 stars, and it's hashtag the Bog King gets pegged. It's got a 3.1. Most of it is high reviews. It's almost mostly 5-star reviews.
Are you kidding me? You
Is-
have to actually be brain dead.
F you, this film is good. They showed that love potions are fantasy's greatest evil, and they're just bad, and also villain turns out to be the good guy who wants to get rid of the date love potions because they are bad, and he also
I'm
falls
sorry,
in love with that
they
fairy. I
have to
like
have
this movie.
botted the 5 stars,
Hey,
'cause
Saber
this
Spark. He's a
I
furry.
think Strange Magic is bottom 5 movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, Saber Spark's a furry now.
So all of the 5 stars are by people who don't like movies.
Well, to be fair, you
Uh,
don't like movies.
I like good movies.
Okay, Mr. 3.5 stars on Project Hail Mary.
The 3.5 star movie.
It was according to Letterboxd, it's a.
I'll say it's a 3.5 star movie.
According to Letterboxd, it's 146 in the top 100 or in the top 500.
Yeah, well, the letterbox is not correct there.
You also gave. Let's not forget that you gave Fellowship of the Ring a 1.5 stars.
I think that movie is not even a fifth, not even a 100th as good as people say it is.
Superbad is 1 star. Monster in Paris has weirdly high reviews. 3.7 is actually kind of crazy.
Again, Monster in Paris, like, I enjoy the movie. It's a very nostalgic movie for me, actually.
You can't even give. Oh, you did give La La Land 5 star. Never mind.
But it's not that good.
He gave
Terminator 2. It's pretty poorly written.
He gave Terminator 2 number 176 on the top 500, a 3 stars.
Oh, that's partially just like personal ranking. I just don't care for Terminator, and I don't care for action movies. And that being said, it is a good action movie.
3 stars.
I gave Dead Man's Chest a 3 stars. Hold up, let me remedy this.
He gave Furiosa 3 stars.
Furiosa is a 3-star movie.
It's a 3.5.
It's carried by one actress.
John Wick and John Wick Chapter 2 are within the 3 to 2.5 star range.
Well, I did just up Dead Man's Chest. Only by 0.5 star, but like it feels wrong putting it on 4 stars for me.
You were like
this like 4 stars are great movies.
Stingiest man I've ever met with ratings.
No. I've changed my mind. I have changed my mind. Dead Man's Chest is a 4-star movie.
Exactly.
I do feel bad about that. Because it is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, you bumped up Late Night with the Devil.
You know, I do have big problems with the AI of it. But it is one very small part, and it is a good movie.
It's funny because I actually bumped it down to 3.5.
I might bump it back down to 3.5. I think it will go down to 3.5 again.
Yeah. Nonetheless,
but it was at I want to say it was at 2.5 for a while.
You put it
because I had big problems with the AI. I mean, the AI use is really pretty bad. But like it's probably David Dastmalchian's one of his best performances ever.
It is his only lead performance so far. I love David Dastmalchian. It sucks that he's like always relegated to side character.
Well, he's really good in a lot of stuff too.
He was
like,
I
don't know why they're so afraid to give him like a big role for some reason.
Well, he had a big role in Late Night with the Devil. He absolutely killed it. He kind of had a big role in The Suicide Squad, and he absolutely killed it. He's just great. He's a great actor. He's just, the problem is he's a, oh my God, he's 51 years old.
But he's been in a lot of slop recently. I don't like using slop, but he really hasn't been a whole lot of good stuff in the past few years.
What has he done the past few years? Oh my God, he's
just look at his recent catalog.
How do you pull up recent? Oh, there it is. Wait. Nope, that's early.
But it's like a lot of.
He's in the Street Fighter movie as M. Bison. I'm so excited to see that. Well, Dust Bunny was great. Life of Chuck was great. Never heard of The Cure. Never heard of Meant to Know
Sure,
Me.
but he's in a lot of just like
oh, 114.
direct-to-video sequels. Ah, shoot! I forgot we were doing the podcast.
We got so enraptured
God,
in the talk of in
Yeah,
the
we
movie talk.
we gotta finish this. I
Yeah,
didn't realize we were getting so into it.
Yeah,
What did you
okay.
say? 115.
114. Yeah. Anyway, so that before we continue going, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of funny news, a lot of sad news, a lot of news. Mateo, you got any thoughts on news?
News. The words we say to deliver information.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya. See ya.
I looked down and you were doing it again.